EFRAT, thank you very much for joining us and speaking to us again. We spoke a few days ago about this potential peace deal and also about October 7. I just want to get your thoughts and your feelings now that this deal has more or less been signed. We're waiting for the Israeli government to ratify it, but it looks like it will happen now.
Yes. First of all, thank you very much for speaking with me again, Yalda. It's quite amazing what can happen within 2 days. Everything is just changing here so quickly. Woke up today with a sense of relief, and I think my hope was building up as the day went by. While driving here to Tel Aviv from the south, I was just recalling all the feelings that rose up when Gadi was released. And it's not easy to wait for your loved ones. But then coming to the Forum Square, where everybody came from tens to hundreds to thousands of people, it's quite noisy out there. And the solidarity and the warm hugs that we get are quite encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, you had 6 family members taken hostage. 1 family member was killed. 5 others were eventually returned. And you speak a lot about your uncle and the pain that you felt while all of these family members were kept at the time. And this was the story of, for many, many people, this is, of course, a very small nation. And most people felt the effects of October 7.
Definitely. You know, our family is an example of what Israel has to deal with. This morning, there was the memorial for EFRAT Macchikawa, Gadi's partner. So the morning started with lots of sadness and longing and really a lot of disappointment that this was the end of that beautiful, beautiful lady, a scientist, a peace activist that died on the way to Gaza. But then as the day goes by, we are witnessing the strength of hope for the return of the still 9 missing members of Kibbutz Nir Oz and all the rest of the hostages. It's really a very big thing for Israel. We have been wounded, bleeding for 733 days. It is time to heal. It is time for us to have a closure and have the hostages back to rehabilitation, to those who will come alive, and I hope it's many of them, and then the deceased for a proper burial. It's time to start healing, and this is only the first step, you know, Yalda, because there's so much else to do. And there are other parts of the deal that need to be decided upon. And we hope that this plan will seed the sprouts of hope in the Middle East. We're very grateful to President Trump, grateful for all the Arab countries that chipped in, and for the worldwide solidarity, because enough is enough. We want this to happen. We don't want anything to sabotage this. We want our lives back.
Yeah, Efrat, you know, it isn't often that Israelis and Palestinians are celebrating at the same time and perhaps the same thing. But since this was announced yesterday and overnight, we've seen celebrations in Gaza, we've seen celebrations here in Israel, because it really has changed the course of the lives of both people.
It does. Well, I'm still holding for my celebration. I feel joy, but I mostly feel relief. And I think the real celebration will be after all the hostages will be back, and after there will be quiet around here and we will all feel more secure. I think it's everybody have their own celebration. Some speak loud, some dance, some play music. I think that it is just showing that people are so tired and they really want to believe. They put all their hopes that this is actually happening. And it's nice to know it's on both sides, you know. It is a time for us to go back to life, to make our daily life concentrate in reconstruction, on rebuilding, or on growing, and not on sorrow and death, continuous long sadness day since October 7th.
EFRAT Machikawa, always great to speak to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
I always say that the light shall overcome the darkness, and I really do feel that the ray of light is starting to shine. I hope for the best.